Great. Okay, cool. Welcome to your GIVeconomy sync on January 26th. I think we can just start with intentions and distractions. My intentions for the call are really just to go through the board, and I mean, everything that's on the board, there's like some very minor maintenance dev things, and then like most of the other things are kind of like theoretical tokeny things or management things. So so there's lots for us to do, but mostly I just want to go through the board, and I'm not distracted. I'll pass it to Cherik.
Yeah, thank you. Good morning, good evening. My intention is to talk about the price issue and get my updates, and also know what should we do in the next week. I have no distraction. I pass it to Amit.
Hello, everyone. My intention is to be updated, and the price issue is, of course, interesting. Maybe think about it and put some effort to fix it. I pass it to Mohammed. Mohammed, I pass it to you. Can you take it?
Can you hear us, Mohammed?
Mohammed, do you hear us? He's just slow. His pictures are slow. I pass it to Monique.
Hello, guys. I'm here just to sync with you, and let's see what can I help. I pass it on to Chris.
Hey, just excited about the updates and seeing what's going on and moving things forward that I'm probably blocking. Find out what they are. I'll pass it to Mitch. Or is Mitch here? No. I'll pass it to Mohammed.
We tried that.
Oh, all right, then. How about Willie?
Mohammed is like just a pretty like ghost right now. He's just like, you can see him move slowly, but anyway, Willie.
Oh man, I'm GM everybody. I'm pretty tired. Waking up, getting some coffee. Was up late last night working on spec for the Giveth multiverse, which we still need a name for. Otherwise, it's just going to end up being called the multiverse. So, if you don't like that name, please help me come up with a better one. Trying to get that spec ready because I heard someone say, "What are we going to work on next week?" And I think that could be a good one. We got some projects ready to go. So, other than that, just looking forward to syncing and anything else. If there's anything else I can help with. Mateo, have you gone?
No, Willie. Hey guys, no, just here to sync in and just know what's up. I'll pass it back to, I don't know, who's missing Amin?
How about let's link it to Pablo?
Go ahead, Pablo.
Hi, everybody. So on my end, I'm a little distracted because I had some health issues last week and I had to basically go to the hospital. It's nothing, just get a checkup, not to like stay in the hospital. It's nothing serious, but I will have to spend some time this week going through a couple of doctors to do a couple of other checkups, and that's the only distraction that I have. What am I working on right now? I'm working on the deployment for the relay contract. And finalizing the relay contract, I've been talking a little bit with Amin today just to see if there's anything else that needs to be changed. And if that's okay, then we can just proceed to figure out how to deploy it and how to integrate it with the rest of the system. So that's one thing. I have promised Mitch that I will be working on documentation more, but I kind of was sidelined on that. So that's the other thing. And lastly, some stuff I want to share about NFTs if I have the time as well, just to get the ball rolling, maybe about what we can do. Do a little workshop, and I think that's it. Everything else is just like small things. And cool, I pass it on to Mitch.
Hi there. Me for the GIVeconomy, just some small issues, changing around the distributors and the token distros, and mostly just getting stuff out on the DAO related to the GIVeconomy. And publishing those testing guidelines and the documentation up, and I'll be waiting to get more from Pavle for our smart contract diagrams and documentation. And I will pass it to Willie.
Willie went. Maybe let's look to Ashley.
Hey guys, yeah. My intentions for the call just to kind of listen in, see where things are at, see if anything needs to move forward on my end. That's about it. I don't have any distractions, and I think I'm last. Except for
Nope.
No, Marco.
Haven't gone yet.
Oh yeah. How about
Yeah.
Marco?
Yeah. Thank you. Intentions, just be present on call, getting updates, see if there's anything needed from the design side. No distractions at the moment. Back to you, Lauren.
Great, and Mohammed, yeah.
Oh, sorry, Mohammed.
Hey everyone, buenos dias. Sorry for my bad internet. In the last week, I just was busy for the Giveth, so I'm here just to stay in the loop. I pass it back to you, Lauren.
All right, great. Thanks, everyone. So from your check-ins, I just added a few things to check in on the agenda. I think we'll be able to get through the board relatively quickly. There's not that much. Oh, yeah, there's not that much on here. But, one thing I would love to talk about first is this price issue. The give dollar values are all saying 0. I mean, it's like really the main maintenance bug that's like, I think, really awkward right now. So, Cherik and you both mentioned that you wanted to talk about this.
I can't reproduce it. If anyone can reproduce it, we can have a call and try to fix it. I find some issues and fix them.
I can. Look,
yeah, it's okay. Wow.
Look, it's me. It's me.
Oh, it's too bad. We can have a call after the meeting or fix it. No, I don't know.
Yeah, let's have a call after the meeting. That seems great.
Yeah.
I know it's happening also for Griff and Mitch, so it's not just me, it's happening too, but cool. Let's work together. Awesome. Okay, cool. Let's just go through everything else that's here. So this was a weird thing. I don't think this can really be tested because we had another issue that came out of it. It's like when even if the transaction doesn't go through, it says this transaction is confirmed. And Amin was asking Mitch, I don't think he responded to this one yet, but oh yeah. So maybe, Amin, do you think you could take a look at this one?
Oh man, I didn't receive any email for that.
Oh, it was just 21 minutes ago.
Oh yeah.
I checked it yesterday, but
Yeah, I will check after that again.
okay.
Thank you.
Cool. So this XDAI token distro top-up thing, I think that we need to add oh, we're waiting for something to change. Okay, cool. So we need to change like permissions by voting on this, right, Mitch?
Yeah, it'll pass as is. It has enough quorum.
Oh, okay, great. Nice. So retroactive givebacks. This was seeing a lot of action. Do you want to update us at all, Mitch? It sounded like you're just like working on adding some filters.
Yeah, and basically, well, Mohammed has to create a script to get donations from non-verified projects. Because right now we only get verified projects, donations to verified projects, and then. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead, Lauren.
I was just going to say, maybe we can add this to next sprint because just to keep things organized. I know Mohammed was busy for the rest of like this week, and Monique is here too. So maybe we kind of add this as a priority on next sprint to like write the script for non-verified projects.
Right. And the other thing on top of that is because the information we get with Trace doesn't have any names to it. So we have all these verified donations that were made on Trace, but we don't know if they were made to Giveth.
Okay.
To the Giveth campaign, I should say.
Okay, cool. So that sounds like also something for Mohammed.
I mean, we definitely had when we were doing it before for the give drop, we had what campaign they donated to.
Well, in the GiveX calculation, it's not getting that information, so.
Yeah. We might be able to use whatever we did for the give drop and just get a spreadsheet as opposed to and then we could do it manually instead as an option, just like whatever works, but it's next sprint, it sounds like.
It might be useful at any rate because we're using the same data anyway for givebacks to just have a bit of extra info for stuff happening on Trace.
It might be related. I have an issue. I think we decided that just give givebacks to the person that have a complete profile and signed in. But no or yes. I heard from.
When did we decide that? I think that's a bad idea. We shouldn't limit people from getting givebacks if they don't create a profile. I think we should encourage people to create their profile, but so what? Maybe they don't want an email. They should still be eligible.
Mm-hmm. We have an option to make that. Okay, so if it's not mandatory, the way that we're performing right now is great. But I heard from Angelo that it was decided, but just want to make sure if you want to change on the dev side or not.
Yeah, I heard there was conversation about it, but I don't know if anything was ever actually decided. I think it went along with the account conversation.
Okay. Cool. I don't think that we should. Yeah, I mean, it will be. I had no idea that this was decided. I don't think that that's a good idea at all. But I guess it's in the forum and the account and wallet post.
Yeah, I'm also not aware when this was decided. Actually, maybe I missed it. So I don't know.
I think it was just discussed. It definitely wasn't decided.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also think that in general that goes against the giving should be effortless.
I just wanted to say the same. Yeah.
Totally. Okay, cool. I guess if anyone has any more comments on that, we can put it in the forum there. But it seems like the general quorum in this meeting is that we shouldn't make that.
Mm-hmm. So imagine that I didn't sign in, but I do donation. And does it count it in our DB, Metal Mohammed?
Sorry, can you say it again?
I go through, I didn't sign in, just connect my wallet and see the donation page, and I donate to the project. So it's going to be considered in our database, I assume. So the way that we have right now, is great. We calculate it in the givebacks script.
I should check the script again. Logically, we should consider them, but I should double check.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, great. Okay, nice. But cool, Monique. I made a comment on that one, so that's one that would be great to add to next sprint to make sure that Mohammed has time for that.
Sure.
Cool. So the next thing is this change addresses. Cool. Did anyone else report having tested claiming on staging and that it's actually working for them? This issue is basically just we did a test change of the Merkle drop for the DR give so people could claim on staging. Mitch, you were working with Jen who said she couldn't claim. Did anyone else say they could?
Sorry. So, yeah, the tokens were actually sent to everyone.
What?
So it was claimed automatically. This is what Floatingagen, or I don't know what his handle is. I think his name is Sergey. He said the tokens were sent to him 2 days before he went to look. And then but the stream page looked good. And yeah, like it shows on the history that he got his give drop.
Oh, weird. But okay, so if they go to the give drop claim page, it says you've already claimed.
Let me see. No, I think it says you have not claimed. Let me check with him.
But anyway, because the function is claim to, so it claims the tokens to that address. Yeah. So the user doesn't have to claim it; just like automatically sends it.
Okay. Okay, that's interesting. I wonder if they maybe this is what the issue with Jen, because she's saying she missed the give drop and she connects that address, but maybe those tokens got sent to the address, but she says she claimed it with her previous address.
She did miss the give drop. Like that will say it because the Merkle her address is not in the Merkle route, and we're not changing that. So it would be a lot of work. We'd have to manually do some kind of override to show them you made the give drop.
Was she included in the give drop, or was she?
Yeah.
A placeholder address was.
So we just need to do this.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. Then I'll keep talking to her, but then it sounds like I just need an address from her.
No, she's in the new. We already got her address and
So the tokens were already sent to her new address's wallet, but if she connects her new address to the give drop claim page, it'll say she missed it because that address was never in the Merkle drop. But if she connects her old address, it'll say you already claimed.
Right. Okay, I get it. So then, okay. So I just didn't know that she was included in this test.
Yes, she was.
Okay. All right. So then when we do the real deal, then, and right now when I'm talking to her, I can just go and check and see if her drgive3 shows up.
Yeah, you can just look at her address and make sure it's in there. And then if we check a couple from like the spreadsheet, we could maybe just check a couple of those addresses, make sure that the amounts look correct, and then do the real thing.
So something came up with this, by the way. I did a poor job at communicating with Sergey, and he actually donated XTIs to some staging projects. Is that okay? Are they real projects?
I mean, let me check my wallet.
Oh no, that's so funny. I started just picking random addresses and making staging projects with them. So they could just there's just random addresses.
Because you can't have more than one project with the same address, right? So just scraping addresses from Etherscan.
When making tests, I would take real addresses from real projects on Giveth and make fake projects with their address as the recipient address on staging.
Well, some of them got some donated XI. Most of them got donated drgive3. So, it's okay. But he did send XI to some projects on staging, which maybe brings up a different issue. Maybe we need to somehow put some kind of warning on staging that they're on staging or something.
I mean, how does this guy even get the link to staging?
Because he was testing the give. I know, I failed. I just sent him the link and said, "Hey, can you look to see if the change address thing worked?" And I forgot to say that it was the testing. I failed him for sure, but yeah.
But I mean, if staging is supposed to be the step before production, you don't want to make anything different on it, right?
Yeah, but for trace, we can make it on a fake chains, not a fake chain, test chains. Instead of XDI, for example, it's going to be Robston or
we
just allow.
XDI does have a test chain that is like XDI. I think it's called SoCal or something like that.
Mm-hmm. But then, when we move into this unified app, with the GIVeconomy and Giveth.io, and we want to simulate stuff with drgive3, that won't be possible anymore if they're using different chains.
Yeah. Well, they already are actually, because the mainnet on GIVeconomy is Kovan and the mainnet on staging is Rops.
Yeah, but okay. That's true. But then
The current issue we have right now in the V2, when we merge these two, we have to decide which is primary, which is secondary, and what are the test networks of these two. We currently have this issue in the V2.
I just think this is a weird, niche thing where somebody didn't figure it out. And normally the users wouldn't have the address to our testing, our staging.
What if we had an address that could be used for every donation address on staging, and it's like a special address on mainnet and on not staging and staging? You would a Giveth
fundamentally change the way that the app works on staging, which might get spooky when people are merging stuff to production.
Well, no. So also on production. The same rule applies. There is one special address. Giveth.
I think you're over engineering it for somebody who just really messed up.
Okay, but if we can avoid people losing money, that's preferred, and it's something that is worth engineering for, in my opinion.
Well, yeah. But also, he didn't lose money. The money did go to real people's addresses. Either if they were projects I made, projects of people on the team, or addresses of real donation, people accepting donations. Just maybe not what he thought he was donating to.
Add a disclaimer, Griff, when you hand out the staging address. Do not send your funds here. There you go. There's your engineering. Just have it copy paste, on a macro or something.
Mohammed?
So how about setting a limit for donations in the staging? For instance, if we have donating more than $1 or one XDAI in the XDAI chain, which don't let user donate. But if it's Rob's, then we let him donate.
That's a cool idea. And if we're making, if we are going to make staging different than prod, just a banner on top, did we throw that out there? It just says, donate real funds.
Yeah, I can handle it. You can assign me issues, reach the conclusion and the development meetings and go forward with it.
That sounds good. So I'll just assign you to this issue, Monique. I'm making it in Giveth next. I don't know if that's the right place. I'll just make it there. I assigned you. There's an issue for it now. Great. Cool. Let's keep burning through. The DAO vote in the garden, I saw your comment and then I agreed with you. Okay, cool. You're going to make it in the garden. Great. That's cool. Snapshot instance for the governing our multi-sigs. I saw the forum post on this, Griff, explaining kind of how it's going to work. And I know it's still in progress. Is there anything you need to say about it?
Stuck in snapshots. We need snapshot to merge a PR. Just waiting.
Great. Give curation spec. Hey, Marco, I'm almost done this. I had another meeting with Griff, and my next thing I'd love to do is schedule a meeting with you and go over it. And then you can start brainstorming design. So maybe I'll just DM you and we can set up a meeting this week. Great. Improve Give farm page with the buy give more prominent. I think this is just this is a small fix. Are we putting this in the next sprint? You put a little estimate on it, Cherik.
It's almost done. Just copy function is remaining. I will fix it. No problem.
Okay.
Yeah. Done.
Cool. We'll just put. It's in progress. That's great. Azure server upgrade and subscription. This is our weekly bug willy.
All right, I got access to the account. Thank you, Amin. And we have 39 days left before this runs out. And we got a couple $1,000 worth of credit in there. So we got some time to reapply for renewal.
Cool. So I guess I can put this is done then.
It's in progress. You can put it in progress. We still have to apply and hopefully get approved by Microsoft.
Okay. Are you gonna apply, or does somebody need to take this on?
Yeah, I'm happy to fill out that application. Or if somebody wants to take it on, that's cool too. But I'm happy to fill this out.
Okay. Unless anyone jumps in right now, I'm leaving it with Lily. Okay. Thanks, Willie. Nice. This is like a super tiny thing just to fix the design for the GiveVax modal. Maybe I'll just send it to Mosadie because I don't think he saw it. But it's like, just make this look like something with GiveVax. Just like FYI, Marco. Update Etherscan and Block Scout for our token. Oh, so I put myself on this issue. I actually don't know how to do this. Oh, I guess, Amin, are you doing that? No. Okay, so basically what we need to do in order to get our token logo on Block Scout is submit a PR to the Trust Wallet repository. And I don't really know how to do that or what it should say. I went and tried to look into it, and it was very confusing to me, so I'd love to give it to a dev.
Yeah, a dev needs to do it, and then we actually have to give them one BNB for them to merge the PR. They have some sort of bot on their thing, but we have to make the PR first, and then when you guys make the PR, contact me and I'll throw them the BNB.
Lately, they've been merging PRs even if you haven't sent them, if you don't send them money, if you just wait like a day.
Cool.
But they have been very strict lately with like if your token doesn't have I don't forget the number, but it's like thousands of holders on mainnet. They've been pretty strict lately, but might as well submit the PR. I think I actually already submitted one for Giveth, I think, and I can share the response. It was pretty rude actually, and I was like, please reconsider. But yeah, I think the reason was that we didn't have enough hodlers. I'll find that issue and post it in the channel if anyone wants to try and ping them again.
Sorry, we need BNB for submitting token to Block Scout?
Yeah,
BNB,
apparently we need to send them BNB for the PR to go through. Maybe. But yeah. I don't know. It's crazy and dumb. Does a smart dev person want to take this on?
No, well, Willie's going to post his issue there, and then I think we just. I don't
still needs to follow up.
Yeah, I think I'll follow up. I don't think we need a dev anymore. Willie already made a PR.
Okay. All right. So I'll just maybe assign that to you guys. Oh yeah, me off of there. Take me off of there. Get Give on Zapper. I don't know how to do this, but we should do it. We should get Give on Zapper. So some of these issues are just like small. Does anyone want to just pick this up and figure out how to do it?
It's a great for contributors issue if we can find a project manager to do it.
I'll toss my hat in the ring if you'd like.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if you wanted to take it on. That'd be amazing. Are you in our GitHub chat?
No, I'm not. I've used Jira in the past. This is my first time seeing GitHub, but it looks really similar.
Can you DM me your GitHub handle and I'll add you to it? I'll add you to this issue.
Yep, I'll do it now.
I'll do that after the call. More time. Great, amazing.
Thanks, Chad.
Yeah, thank you so much. Harvest modal is long and crazy. Marco, I left a huge comment on here. I don't know if you saw it. Oh yeah, I don't think you saw it yet. I left it.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
Okay, great.
In progress.
Great. Error pages. I guess Roger's working on this, or maybe is this in the wrong? Is it supposed to be in the GIVeconomy repo?
That's already done. I mean, from the design side. So.
Okay, so I'll just ask Roger to put the designs in here, and then we need to implement them.
No, I can paste them right away. Hold on a second. Just what's the issue? 455.
Yeah.
They're great designs. Thank you.
Is there already an issue for this, Monique, in the other repo, or should we have it here and then like assign a front end dev to this for next week?
It was implemented in the design, but for the devs, we can create it, but my main focus is just having the new version, the V2. So
okay, so
you can assign me to create it for the V2 also, to have this. It's not a big deal. We can handle.
Okay. Maybe you just want to take the issue and transfer it to V2.
Yeah, I can do it.
Okay. Verify the GGive token on Blockscout. Okay.
This is an issue for OneHive.
Oh, okay. So should we maybe I just put it in the gardens chat? Should I just put it are you going to send it to them?
Yeah, you can assign me and I'll send it to him.
Okay. Show mainnet next ice streams in the same view. Vitor, I checked in with him, Marco, and he is going to look into the technical implementation on this. So I'll let you know, or he'll comment on the issue, or I'll check in on it and let you know if it's possible.
Got it.
Mobile version, improve the pop-up. Oh, so on the mobile version, we have this pop-up that says please switch to read. Yeah, it was put there before we did anything with the mobile version, and now it's an extremely annoying pop-up. So I'm wondering if we could decrease the frequency, change the text, and then make it so that when someone closes the box, it doesn't start until they start a new session.
Sorry, can I add something?
Yeah.
For responsiveness on mobile view, I think we have a long way to go. So I prefer, as a team member, product team member, to postpone it on the V2. But I don't know the priority. But I think that to prevent the rework, we have to do it there instead of here.
So it shouldn't be fixed in the GIVeconomy?
If you fix it, we have to do it in the V2 again. But
please assign it to me. I can fix it in the bus of the project.
Okay. All right. Forrest is not here. No. Okay. Audit report. Any updates from the smart audit person?
No updates on the audit. I'll ping him now.
All right. Cool.
Actually, maybe Pavle, do you have any updates on this?
Okay, so far I've been waiting on the auditor's lead, but the question is he had one remark, it was a potentially critical bug, but as far as I understand on the bridge token, it doesn't really manifest in our code base. The question is how we proceed with this. I mean, in the sense that we want to get the report done, and who's going to do the report? Is the auditor just going to give some remarks and then we compile it into a report, or is he going to make the report? Depending on that, know what to do.
I would ask him about it for sure.
Okay, I can ask him because I had a wrong assumption that he's going to do the whole thing, and we should know because then we know what to do.
Yeah, I think he is going to do the whole thing, but I would like to. That was the original idea. We'll see what happens. So But I think we need to ping him a couple times a week just to see how things are going. If you're down to do that, Pavle.
I don't mind pinging him. I also don't mind the audits, but I've never done audits before, like reports. So there's a little bit of a learning curve, but we'll see. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say you're gonna cat herd him. Just ping him, and then like I don't know, maybe you could support him in making the report.
Maybe you could ask him if he wants to have a call and like go through anything.
Okay, well, sort out a solution for drips from Radical. Is this something we should? I don't even understand this. Griff?
That's the donation.eth.
Oh, so this is like the the matching pool thing.
Yes, and so now that we have that, I think we can. This issue is in progress.
Okay, cool. I guess I'll assign myself too. Seems like I'm doing that. I just didn't understand what drips was. And okay, great. Claim my givebacks, and now I feel regret. And I guess, did you see this, Marco? The idea is like, wouldn't it be nice to have somewhere say like the givebacks you've received cumulatively, so that when after you claim, it's not like now you have 0.
Yeah, I noticed this one. I added it on, so I will think about it.
Okay. Front end fixes to GIVeconomy. So there were a few. This is like a multi-part issue that I think would be cool to add to the next sprint. For Cherik, it's like there are a few different things, like adding the video, adding the buy give token thing, adding additional boxes, the give drop box. Marco outlined it in the issue here.
Yeah, we talked about it, but I didn't have free time to do it. Yep.
I'm just gonna put the me next label on it. Me next. Great. Give backs pages missing design elements. Oh yeah, I don't know, Marco. Do you think we should add this into the front end? I mean, this is a really small issue, but I noticed that the design doesn't match like the actual implementation.
Sorry, I was muted. No worries about that.
Okay.
It's better, cleaner this way. So let's keep it.
Also, I'll close it then.
Yeah, just close it. And I think, hold on a second, let me just see something. I think we even, oh no, we did not remove it. Yeah, well, that's fine. No need, just close it.
Okay. Do we think it's worthwhile to change X diagnosis chain everywhere? Like add this also to the next sprint? I think it's probably becoming about time.
Or is this another thing that we leave till version 2 so that we don't have to do the rework? Monique?
Sorry, I missed it.
Changing XDI to Gnosis chain on the current version. Is that something that we want to leave for version 2 upgrade, or is that something that we should do in the current version and then also in the new version?
Can we postpone it for the, implementing it in the next version, or,
Yeah.
it has a high priority for now, changing this.
No. We can implement it in the next version. I don't think it's super high.
It can be even something like the first issue for contributors, because it can be just tell them to add the name of the network to the config. That would be better. I mean, to Yeah, for instance, if you are testing on Kovan and XI, just replace that mainnet with the Kovan, and then test environment visit the Kovan. You know what I mean? Just transfer the name to the config. That would be easy.
Okay, that sounds good. Cool. I put good first issue and commented that we will leave it till like the next version. The next thing, the last issue I see that we really need to discuss is solving the issue of having many votes to distribute givebacks. And Pavel and Amin, you were going to discuss this. Do you have any updates? It's like.
Okay. Sorry, muted again. We discussed it, and I think that majority of the discussion is on the PR. So I just didn't link it to this particular, but I can PR to that you know. Yeah, I think the issue is pretty much solved. The PR is pending, and if nobody really objects to it, then I will merge it and proceed with figure out how to deploy the code of the relayer contract. So in that sense, we've had our discussion, and that's it. I mean, like, if you haven't anything else to add, please let me know.
No, I should think about it. I just see that a few hours, 1 hour ago during the call. I looked at that. Yeah, I will see that and put my comment. Thank you.
Yeah, basically, it's like we don't want to talk about it because we have the PR. So everything's going to be in the PR, the whole discussion. If somebody wants to take a look and like the finer details. So Amin's going to review it. I'm going to go through the review, and if it's okay, if there's no feature to add, if there's nothing else, I'm gonna go in. That's it.
Cool. Sounds good. All right, cool. That's everything that was on the board that I think we should talk about. Maybe we would take a little bit of time right now to discuss the Giveth multiverse. Willie, you said you were working on a spec?
Yeah, started working on a spec last night, and that was one of the next action items, and thought we might have some time to talk about it today. So, yeah, I can share this draft spec. It's definitely still in progress, but has a lot of the info in there, so we can start thinking about what's left to do here. And then, again, decide if we can always ask the question, is this the right thing that we want to prioritize, or is there something more important? So having the spec at least will help us make an informed decision there. For feature requirements for adding new projects, thinking that this will be manual initially and handled by the dev team, and we'll just need to kind of collect this information for each of the projects, and started down here just with the launch cohort, getting that information together. So I got it for Fox and Honey, and then we need to get some other projects on board, but I think we should follow up with Bright. They'd already been looking at it. Panbala, I've heard, is interested in some liquidity on XDAI, and we're obviously good friends with them. So I don't know if we've asked them yet, but we should definitely reach out to them. And I did reach out to Colony because I saw in their latest proposal that they are planning to do liquidity mining on XDAI, but hadn't figured out a solution yet. And Jack said he would check out the Give stream, and I think we got some positive emojis in the Discord. So we'll follow up with them. The questions I wanted to ask are, this is a good one for Amin. Amin, when a user harvests an asset from the Give farm, I know right now it auto harvests their Give stream. Let's say a user has, multiple 3 tokens in their Give stream. Will they all get auto harvested when you harvest any farm?
Yeah.
Cool.
Actually, what farms does tell the token distro or S stream in your terminology? Please add that to the stream, and if it asks it to pay the release value, it will be paid immediately. So they will be set. Yeah.
But it would only do it for that one token distro. It wouldn't do it for all the token distros, right? If we have a separate, are we going to have separate token distros for each token?
You're asking me?
Yeah, we would have separate token distros for each token, right?
There are solutions. One of them is that we have token distro in current design has only one token. We throw out ideas about how to manage multiple token distros. But if you want to pay double token by one farming, this is what you want, right? If you stake some token, you get a couple of tokens as rewards or third token.
That's definitely ideal, but from what I understood, our current contracts wouldn't support that, so that would require contract changes.
Yes.
So I wanted to leave that out of scope for at least for this initial version, but that would be a really great addition. I think probably leave that out of scope. What do you guys think for this initial version? And maybe add it afterwards. Because the contracts are currently getting audited and everything, right? If we make changes to them, that will mess stuff up.
One solution, one immediate solution is to that token will be an LP token. The reward will be an LP token. We create a pool of, for instance, give to Fox token, and make it the reward for the new token distro. So the proportion will be the prices. You can get the even value of both.
So then, because there's no dual rewards, the only reward is give.
Well, no, for this example would be Fox, and I think again.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. All right. So you can just plug in any token there, but it can only be one.
Yeah, exactly. For now, they give us a network. They give us a staking token information, which could be an LP token or a single token, the reward token information.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, whether it's a DEX or stake protocol. Actually, I had one more too. The subtitle, which would be like the 50%, Fox 50% money.
I love the LP idea, but to your that as a reward token, that sounds really cool. But as to your original question, Willie, which is like, if you make a harvest, will it also harvest your Give stream and your Fox stream and your, whatever? I think it would only harvest that one token stream.
Okay. It wouldn't, because it only harvests that one token distro.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you batch it somehow, but depends if you want.
Okay, that's good to know. So we'll need to basically design it on the Give stream where there's a harvest button for every single stream. On that note, too, go ahead.
Yeah. Is there a way we give a user option to harvest all streams at once?
We could.
Without modifying the contract right now?
We would just need to make a helper smart contract, right? They call it a helper smart contract, and that contract checks their balances on all the distros and harvests. So we could do it, and it wouldn't change the smart contracts. We'd just have to make a very simple smart contract, which I don't think would be scary. So we could do a harvest all. It would just be a harvest all.
How much overhead are you making by adding new smart contracts?
I like leaving it out of the scope for MVP, because harvest all, it'll be more useful once we have more than more projects or something. People are in all those projects, but I think it's a great thing to, if people like the first version after we do the launch cohort and we got demand from other projects, I love the idea of doing a helper contract. So on that note, if every project has their own stream that you're claiming from, does that mean projects could theoretically set their own stream start and end dates in initial claim percent? Or are they all, yeah? Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. Okay, I didn't know that. Before I was thinking they'd all be subject to that same global stream period. But that's pretty cool. So we should add that to then information that projects provide us with. And what do you guys think? Do you guys think we should give them the ability to set their own start and end date?
Maybe not for MVP, just because I don't know. We can always remove the back end smart contracts and point it to other ones if they want to change it later. But it might be, I don't know. Maybe we should give them the option first. Because then they'd have to be calling two token distros for the same Fox. I don't think the current token distro, I don't think you can change the stream length and stuff once it's started. So if they wanted to change later, it'd be really annoying. Like there would be the users that were part of the first one would have to then claim that first one and their new one, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we should give them the option at the start.
I like it. I think it could look cool too. Or there's kind of it's a design question too, because we got to figure out how we want to show the flow rate for each of these tokens you're earning, and if there's just going to be one global, if it's the Giveverse expansion, or if we have one of these for each project. And I do, and if we are planning to do it eventually, I do like kind of just doing that in round one so that we can incorporate that into the design.
For your information, the token distro allows to change the end time.
It allows you to change that. Does it allow you to make it shorter, or does it only allow you to make it larger?
Sorry, it allows a start time. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
It allows you to change the start time, not the end time.
Yeah,
I think you should make it as simple as possible.
Let's check again.
You want to do give curation and give matching, and like the less spooky smart contract stuff you have to do, the more bandwidth you're going to have for the other stuff on your roadmap.
You are with me? Sorry.
I'm just saying in general, like we're adding and like, can we customize this and stuff like that? It's like there's other stuff on the roadmap as well. And so this was supposed to be a simple solution because most of the work was already done. So as we continue to add more stuff to the MVP, I think we're taking away from stuff that we want to do in the short term.
I definitely want to keep this MVP. Is this already supported by the contracts though? Setting a custom start and end date?
Yeah, because you'll be deploying a new token distro. So you can set the start date and end date to whatever dates you are when you deploy it.
Cool. And that's the cool thing. Right now, this is pretty minimal scope, and this is the type of stuff that the project can just send us. We can plug into our existing contracts, deploy it, add the existing card to the UI, and launch it, and it should work. So yeah, I appreciate keeping that eye out because I don't want to blow the scope up at least for this MVP. We can get this out there. It won't just be an MVP. It'll be an MLP because this really is such awesome UI UX for farming, and the stream is so awesome, and it will be very valuable, I think, to these projects who need liquidity, but liquidity mining is expensive. But there's not a ton of solutions for it. This is a really nice one.
Is it minimum lovable product?
Yeah, minimal lovable product. Yeah, we're no longer saying MVP because we can do better than that.
Nice. Yeah.
All right. A question for design. I know we talked about like a profile for each of for the project so people can learn more. I really like that idea, but also, again, in the spirit of not blowing up scope, we have pretty good UI UX for project profiles, and they can like edit the profiles and post updates and stuff. So maybe we just point them to a Giveth profile page, which could even be unlisted. What do you guys think of that to learn more for each project? Just linking them to like a Giveth profile. Is that acceptable, Marco?
Yeah, I mean, we should just get rid of the right-hand panel with options to donate, with tags and all this crazy stuff. And so that would then eventually also be like a custom page. And so like, what is the effort of creating a custom page without these extra details just for the project, as opposed to designing a new page for them right away and coding it? So that's maybe a front-end dev question.
Maybe for the Fox MLP, we just don't make a profile page, and if we're adding Lauren deployed donation.eth multisig, so we have that up, so we can, if they're down to put 1% in that and 1% to the Giveth multisig liquidity multisig, then I think that's enough of a proof of public good, you know.
Cool. So we don't need the profiles for MLP. Maybe we could just link to the project's websites. Then there's a lot of good information about them on the websites.
Yeah, we could use a hover tooltip thing or something like a modal where we just briefly say a few words about a project with their logo or something like that. Learn more, website, whatever. And then down the road, once we have like 2 or 3 projects there, then we can design a custom page for them.
Cool. Sounds great. I had a design idea. Feel free to take it or leave it. But yeah, I was thinking like, how do we, these cards look so good. I don't want to like make them too busy. How do we link to it? It wouldn't be the most clear way to link to it, but I was thinking if you just like hovered over the project's icon, we could do a tooltip overlay. And then if you click on it, it could take you to the project's website. And maybe we just put like on the top where we have the information on the Give farm, maybe we just put a note about, under the multiverse section that says hover over the project icons to learn more about each project. Just an idea.
Yeah, there was also one solution that we had before for the APR calculator where we have a pop-up right now, but one of the options could also be we can just flip the card. And like when we flip the card, we show the information about the projects, right?
Ooh, yeah.
We'll learn more. So we could kind of do that thing.
Very cool. So I'll leave that in design's hand. I tried to put notes for everything that definitely needs design.
Just add a note there, like flip the card option or something like that, so I will know what it is about. Thanks.
Cool. Thank you. All right. I know we're just about at time. I think the only thing that we have in here that is new scope, besides just adding these sections, I think too, hopefully for MVP, I think just adding kind of sections beneath this fold will suffice. I don't think we need to create new pages, but design team, feel free to override that. The one new piece I think that we should consider adding is a rewards countdown. I know we kind of launched ours immediately, but I know it's very common for projects to enable staking, like 48 hours before the rewards start. So hopefully this will be pretty simple though, but if we added a card before the reward start date, we could just show a countdown in place of the APR. That just shows how long until the rewards begin, counting down. And then once the rewards are live, just automatically, so I don't have to push an update, place that countdown with APR. All right, so that's what we got so far. Any questions or thoughts? Or otherwise, I just have a little bit more work to do to finish this spec, and then we can break it down into GitHub issues.
I think there's going to be some complications around the countdown, more than we'd expect. But I don't know, so I'd want some dev thought to be put into it before you throw it in the MLP.
Cool.
Willie, can you also share the link to this doc?
Yes.
Is it public?
You put it in the GIVeconomy too.
Okay, cool.
Oh, it's there. Okay.
It's there already, yeah.
Cool. And feel free to come in here and start adding stuff to it too, Marco. Making notes.
Okay. Well, we're at the top of the hour, y'all. Thank you, Willie, for going through that. I'm going to dive in there too. Also, I made an issue for comms to brainstorm some new ideas of what it could be called. So.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks everyone for your time. Sherrick, let's hang out and talk about this $0 thing.
Yeah. I will join too.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Okay. Well, unless you.
Bye, everybody.